Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Vibing After Dark _ with Mo. And if you're new to my channel, how about hit that subscribe button? And if you're a returning subscriber, how about send it to a family or a friend so they can vibe out with us? And please, 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 please make sure you like this video. That helps out a lot, and thanks in advance. Okay, so as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be talking about this whole thing that's going on with Tyrese and DJ Envy and his wife. Now, I'm going to be playing y'all the clip from their actual morning show that they had discussion that started everything. And it's going to be about like a 3-part series, I guess you could say. Because Tyrese keep going on long rants and it'll be too much to just cram into one video. So like I said, I'm going to break it up into 3. I'm going to create a playlist for y'all to look at. But first, I want y'all to actually hear what they discussed on the morning show and how it got a little heated, because this is the first time that they actually had talked to each other since everything was going on and since Envy felt like how he felt. And I don't think Tyrese even know that Envy felt the way he felt. So I'm going to let y'all listen. And like I said, I'm going to create a playlist so y'all can go watch all the parts. And as y'all watching this, I'm going to go ahead making this part 2 of it. And I want y'all to let me know in the comment section, what do y'all think about this whole Breakfast Club session? Like I said, it really got heated. And in this instant, I honestly understand where Tyrese was coming from during the whole time. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me go ahead and play it.
I appreciate about Envy is when Tyrese divorce comes across your headline. Where's that same heart and love that I extended to you that you could extend to me, instead of it just being paper pushing and this is what Tyrese is on the gram again.
That's
and
exactly what he do.
Okay, that's expected. No, it's all right. This is my brother.
Well, Envy can't sing though.
No, Envy never does
shut
it
up,
though.
man. Why is everything a joke to you?
I'm not joking.
Why is everything serious? While every on-air personality, blog, podcast, whatever, they got a job to do. They're going to say things for clickbait, ratings, this and that. But when you have certain people on the radio and you've developed some type of relationship with them, everybody go through things. But why is my marriage funny? Why is my divorce just something to talk about?
Perfect.
Where is the outreach?
This is a good conversation. Let's put it all out there. Go ahead.
Where is the call? You good, Reese?
It's kind of like when a preacher tells you something in church, right? Then you look at the preacher's life and you say, how do you teach me something that you're not doing? I don't respect the preacher anymore.
Oh, shit.
I respect the message and how it came. But you know what I've been through, and you know how I changed as a man and as a person. And you were there for it. You was a brother for it. But then when I look at my brother and saying what he's telling me to do and how he's telling me to live, he's not living that way. I don't respect it. And then when we talk on these private chats and has nothing to do with the public, just having to do with who you were and how you speak and how you talk about the people next to you, I didn't respect it, to the point where I blocked you on my chat because I didn't want to see Tyrese as that. That's not the man that was my brother.
Let's shoot bail, because I think this is a great conversation because I think it's a lot of miscommunication between all of us, right? And you were going through a lot back then because you admitted that to me. Because when me and you had words.
Are we talking about psych med?
Yeah. That's when you was on the psych med.
It's a little bit of everything.
He was on the psych meds then, because you said you don't even remember a lot of the stuff you were saying.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't at all. Yeah. So just like when you get drunk, do you hold your boy to what he's saying while he's drunk?
No, I never held that against you.
Okay. Do you hold anybody to anything that they're doing when you know that this is their usual self? They were drunk, they were out of their mind, and they end up saying and doing some shit that hurt my feelings, that was offensive, that made me feel a way. But I know that characteristically, that's not who this man is.
Well, yeah,
see the difference is, I honestly don't know what psych meds you were on or who you were during that point. I don't know.
It's called Rick Schulte. It fucked me up.
I don't know. I never had a conversation with you because I never wanted to see you like that. The person who spoke to me on these texts, spoke to my wife during that time at the text, I didn't like that. And I wanted to remember Tyrese as a person that was my brother and helped my relationship, not the Tyrese that I was going through. So I took a step back from you.
So you got
until
the
we had a
text
conversation.
messages of the psych med Tyrese?
He did. That's what it was.
You crazy? Charlamagne told you to suck his dick before on that message.
Because you was talking crazy.
Whoa.
You know that. We had this
Hey,
conversation already.
guys.
But he literally said, I don't remember any of that.
I don't remember what I said
And I
that
believe
made
you.
you say that
But
or
to this
made
point,
you feel that way.
But to this point, I took a step back because I didn't know what you were going through, and I tried to talk to you, and I seen who you were, and I didn't even like who you were online. And to my point, I tried, and when I seen how you were talking this way, I said, I'm going to take a step back.
And you know, when me and
How
Tyrese had a
convenient.
How convenient? Yeah, how convenient. Yeah, when the way you were talking, the way that you were.
How convenient to step back.
What you mean?
I never stepped back from you.
From you.
It's right.
You should have
But I never
up.
talked to your wife in a disrespectful manner, and you talked to mine in a disrespectful manner. And I
How?
never told nobody that.
If
Even
I've
when
ever
you were
talked-
on, and you could say you were on those psych meds, and you could say that you weren't.
What you mean?
But as a man, some of the things that you said, Tyrese, deserved me to box your mouth.
Whoa,
and I
whoa,
didn't.
whoa,
No,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
no.
wait, witness,
No,
I'm missing
no,
something
no,
here.
no,
I'm
no,
missing
no.
something.
No, we were
listen.
talking because
It's
this is
good.
something
I'm
that I
good
never
with
wanted to
this.
say. And since he wants to be, well, why Envy? I'm telling him why. You said disrespectful shit to my wife.
What do you
And
say?
it's neither here nor there. To the point where why my wife doesn't call you back anymore. And to the point when you started talking to psych meds, me and my wife had a conversation and said, well, maybe Tyrese was on those medicines when he said it. So that was the reason why I stopped talking to you and will not reach out to you anymore, because I'm like, I don't want to remember my brother as that. And maybe you were going through problems. So if somebody talks to, if I talk to your
Maybe.
wife, if I talk
Course
to your
I
wife
was.
disrespectful, I don't expect for you to come check on me.
Okay.
And that's how I felt at that time.
You did that to a lot of people, though, Ty.
But maybe
Okay.
y'all should have been had this
Wait,
conversation.
no. Listen.
This is great. We're having it when God wants us to have it.
That's it. And I'm going to say this, because this is not the first time I've said this. The things that I said and did, the people that I rubbed the wrong way, the things that I posted, my conduct overall that was literally out of my control. I've literally prayed that people can find it in their heart to not hold me to something that I said and did while I was literally out of my mind. And if we could expect God to give us grace, we should always extend that same grace. So this is the part that I don't appreciate about what I'm saying to you is everybody clearly could see that something was going on. This is not, something's happening. Crying video, what more do you want from me?
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Something is happening. And so now, when you're out of your mind, you don't go on Instagram and say, I just got off the phone and Will Smith is sending me $5 million when I never even talked to Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't call Jada and say, I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Right.
Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to
You
getting
said
pussy.
that?
Yeah,
Where?
I did on the phone to Jada because I was like, maybe that'll help for her to
You was
call
hot
Will.
shit, yo. Ain't no way.
No,
What the
I really,
fuck?
yeah.
All right,
I said that. I'm still on an apology tour
Hmm.
for the damage that I've caused. My relationship with Will Smith is still beautiful, but it'll never be the same because the whole Smith family woke up to all the energy that they did. And like of all people in my life, you know how public I've been about how Will Smith has changed my life. Of all people, that's the last person that should have woke up to all this energy about, that
I ain't
thought
no
like,
killer.
oh, Will Smith got $5 million. It was I said that Samantha was pregnant when she wasn't. It was all kind of shit that was just happening. And then this is the part that I've never said publicly. Imagine being so out of your mind on psych meds, which I've never taken in my life. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything as a gateway into drugs. I smoke hookah. It's kind of it.
Saucy Santana said he can't stand men that smoke hookah.
Go ahead. You say you smoke hookah and what else?
Okay, so I smoke hookah. So there's nothing about me pertaining to my own system that is now prepared for a bigger thing, drug-wise, drinking-wise, if it would ever happen. So you put something in my system, it's not only going to have it's going to have the most extreme adverse effects, and it ended up playing out for the world to see.
Yeah,
I got a 12-minute video on the internet that I never knew I filmed that was uploaded and was on the internet for 3 straight months. I was a meme. I got the ugliest crying faces of all time. And it became the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me ever. and I didn't even know I did it. And I didn't know that the jokes was flying. I didn't know that what more do you want from me or I never knew that none of that was out there. And then when the psych meds finally got out of my system, as a person, and this is something that I want y'all to really, really hear me on this. Why don't you drink? Why don't you do drugs? Why don't you fuck around? You've been in the game. You ain't never had no wine. You ain't never drunk a beer, nothing. My mother was an alcoholic, rest in peace, for 27 years. Father was a crackhead, still a crackhead. So everything about my house and everything about my environment that I grew up in the hood, it made me work really hard to be the opposite of everything that I grew up in and around. So that's why I don't fuck around to this day. So imagine working this hard to be the opposite of that, to then to have something like that to happen, and I end up becoming everything that I worked hard to not fuck with my whole life. I mean, I was more fucking depressed and sad about the damage that was done from me being out of my mind, because it was like, well, see, if you want to know why I don't drink and don't smoke and don't ever fuck with nothing,
That's the reason why.
I mean, I'm talking about, I pulled out the biggest water hose with lighter fluid and burned down every fucking tree I could for every personal, business, movie, franchise, and relationship. Listen, because you going through some shit don't mean you gotta get into some psych meds and fuck up every relationship. What I'm saying, I'm hurt and I'm bleeding out loud, and I don't want my shit with people I know to be using these platforms to make a mockery of some shit that y'all know all about in your own way. Y'all story ain't got nothing to do with my story. Y'all marriage and the dynamics of challenges y'all marriage ain't got nothing to do with mine. But I never made a mockery of neither one of y'all marriage. And y'all shit was out there in the press and the news. I never jumped in no comment and contributed to the beatdown.
Or never made a song about these niggas.
So I just expected some grace.
I'm just saying.
What's up,
Fake Carrie right now.
That's
That's
My man
fake
having a real
Carrie.
conversation.
They made-
That's fake Carrie.
You having a real conversation, yo.
Exactly, I'm saying his way of going at somebody would be like a diss track, or you know. But y'all radio, y'all get on the radio, play a lot.
Yeah. So
That's what I'm
I never did that.
Yeah.
So y'all heard all of that, and it got real heated. Y'all, I was listening to this on my way to work, and I just couldn't believe how everything was going down. But at the end of it, it seemed like they hashed everything out. They said their apologies. Envy still felt some type of way, you could tell, because he still wasn't really talking like that. It was a whole hour and like 30-some minutes long, so that's why I'm not playing the whole thing. But like I said, it seemed like they left off in a good term. They all hugged it out. They got behind the scenes videos and little clips, and they just seemed like it was okay.
Motherfucker.
We played your record one
I'm gonna show
time.
you what I got for you.
When we
I'm
played
I
400
got two waiting outside when we leave this interview, and I'm gonna shave your beard off.
You know what, Tyrese?
You need a wet rag for that.
See, as you could tell, they was having fun. Like they was laughing, and it just seemed like it was all okay. But after this, Tyrese went home and he had thought about it, and people started like talking about it, and it made him realize, like, okay, he really was talking to me reckless. I got receipts. Let me show y'all and prove to y'all that it really was no disrespect. So like I say, in my part 2, I'm gonna be showing y'all Tyrese speaking out on the things that he was saying, and he's showing his receipts about how DJ Envy claimed that he had blocked him, but he really wasn't blocked because they were still communicating. So he know nothing about this, the way basically DJ Envy feel. Sorry I'm talking like this, y'all. My nose is so stopped up, but yes.
Action.
What's up, y'all? It's your man Tyrese, and y'all know what happens when I come on the Breakfast Club. My favorite.
Congratulations! That's how I was gonna go with it. That's how I was gonna go.
You know what? This is fucked up. Yo, Envy, you really are going there. And make me understand why you even got a shirt on with Jesus' image on the front.
And it's black. And Jesus is black. I am black.
Tyrese tomorrow morning on the Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club is going down. Hey, listen, grown and sexy only. We going all the way. Congratulations.
You supposed to be jaded. Action.
Okay, you guys, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I do comment back and see you guys on part 2. Bye.